Here's Storm Collectibles, Mortal Kombat Lui Kang. This box is huge. Of course, it comes with his dragon form, so this looks amazing. Can't wait to get into this. Pretty typical box, just a lot bigger than all the other ones that I've seen. Stuff on the back that it comes with. But yeah, let's get into this. Okay, so I'm actually, in putting the dragon together, I'm letting it sit in some hot water. The peg was really hard to get on, and I didn't do a video on this figure, but on the Tyrus Flare figure with the blue dragon, I actually kind of hurt my shoulder putting that dragon together because the peg was so tight. I was pushing so hard on it, so this time I was like, I'm gonna put it in some hot water and make this easier. Mission accomplished. That was so much easier. Oh my gosh. Okay, now that we got the dragon together, let's just take a look at the full thing, and also Lui Kang out of the package now. These figures are looking great. Like usual, Storm Collectibles kills it. Got a decent bit of accessories here, like we usually have with Storm Collectibles. As you can see, we have 5 extra sets of hands and 2 extra heads. We also have these fire power effect and a stand for that. Okay, so this is the head he starts out with on. Here's one of the extra heads, and then here's the other extra head, the screaming one. Okay, now we're going to take a look at the articulation. The head, of course, is going to go all the way around. The hair in his band there is real soft, doesn't get in the way, it bends. Go forward pretty far. Now his head pops off real easy, so at least on mine. I don't know if that's common with him, but his head is really loose on mine. Goes back that far. Got some side to side, as well as a lot of around. So now down to the shoulders. Of course, we've got that butterfly joint. Try to do this without popping his arm off. Comes up that far. Of course, it's going to go all the way around. Have a swivel here at the bicep. It's really tight. We have typical Storm Collectibles elbow. Goes up past 90. And then his hand is, your normal up and down, around, and the hands come off pretty easy too. At the chest, of course, this whole top piece is that soft, rubbery type. So we've got some hula hoop at the hip. Not as much at the torso. There's his head again. I do have quite a bit of ab crunch, but of course it is going to leave it looking weird. And of course, going back the other way, same thing. Got a lot, but you leave a gap. Okay. Not sure, I love Storm Collectibles figures, but I'm really not sure what I think about the softer, rubbery plastic. In some ways it makes for good flexibility and poses. You can move it, but then sometimes it's it gets stuck in weird spots and you have to try to get it back to normal, but I don't know. They do it pretty much every figure, so, and obviously I keep buying them, so it doesn't bother me that bad, but sometimes I'm just kind of it's a little annoying. Okay, down to the legs now. So the leg is going to go out basically the whole way, and of course we've got that extra if you do the other leg as well. It just gets way up there for some good kick posing. And then it's going to go up basically all the way as well. You can also swivel it there at the hip as it's like on a, basically on like a ball joint. We have a double jointed knee. Let me go back that far. And then there's no other swivels there, so then you're down to the foot. It's your normal like pin for rocker type down, as well as a toe joint. So yeah, the articulation is really good. Gotta be careful when moving it or else things pop off. Typically happens with the Storm Collectibles. I'm always a little more careful. I mean, they go back on. It's not like you break it, but you know, they'll pop off a lot easier than like a Hasbro figure would. But also, they do a lot of fighting game characters, so I feel like they have really good articulation, and I feel like that's part of why they have such good articulation, because they're trying to get those fighting stance and fighting mid-action poses. So yeah, no complaints there. Okay, now we're going to take a look at the articulation of his dragon form. So the head and the very top of the neck is at a ball joint there, as well as here, so that will go all the way around. The jaw opens up. We got some forward, not too much up or else it pops off, but a little bit of up. Okay, and then the next section goes down to here, so you've again got a ball joint, so that'll rotate there, and then your arms gonna come out that far. They're gonna go all the way around. You have a elbow joint that's about your full range right there though, and then your claw has pretty good range of motion and also comes off really easy. No extra sets of claws for the dragon though. What in the world? And then the next section comes down to there. You got another ball joint, so it rotates there as well. Down to the legs now. This rotates around, and then you have a tiny little bit of motion there at the knee. Then you have another joint, almost like a backwards knee there, and then your foot. Okay, so the foot doesn't move too much, but some back and forth. There's also, oh no, maybe not. Yeah. So there's like a lot of articulated points, not like a ton of range of motion, but enough. The next section is here at the tail, so that rotates, as well as it rotates there as well. But yeah, the tail is not soft or bendy, so you just have those like ball joints that it rotates on. So lots of ball joints throughout the dragon. So yeah, overall really good figure, as we kind of come to expect from Storm Collectibles. It's about what you would expect, articulation wise, quality wise, accessory wise. Like, it's pretty par for the course. The dragon figure makes it a bit more. But I mean, we've seen such accessories from them before and stuff, so it's not like completely special in that regard either. But it's a really good figure. I'm loving what Storm Collectibles is putting out. Got several other newer stuff on pre-order. Can't wait for Shao Kahn and Goro. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this figure down in the comments below, and we can keep this conversation going. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Auf Wiedersehen.